Hey, how's it going, guys? What's up? Oh, man. Okay, so I've been trying to think about how I'm going to describe this and to put this in as polite of words as possible because I really I want to believe that this game is going to be good, but based on everything I have seen so far, Resident Evil Village looks kind of dumb. I mean, don't get me wrong here. I'm still probably going to buy the game because I really want to try it and I really want to know more about how Village applies to the other Resident Evil games and see what's happening with Ethan, you know what I'm saying? I'm still going to buy this game. They still are going to get my money, but I do have some concerns and a lot of worries after seeing what they have to offer after the Resident Evil showcase. I wasn't impressed by the showcase, and let's discuss it now. And it really does start with this demo that they're showing. They are trying to show as little as possible, but still get you hooked in. It's very intentional in a lot of ways. Some of the positives I took from this were the fact that I do like the environments and the lighting, and I don't even hate the graphics. The graphics are fine. I don't think they look next gen by any means, but, they still look nice enough to the point where I'm going to be pleased with what I have to see. These are all the positives that I took from this. The problem with this demo, though, is that as I was watching it, because I didn't want to play it, so I just went online and I watched other people, watched a demo of someone else doing it, I wasn't enthralled and I wasn't scared by what I saw. Yes, they have the macabre setting, but it doesn't do anything for me because there just wasn't anything to be scared of. And that's the biggest problem with this. There's basically nothing in this demo because it's the very start of what I assume to be the game. So you don't expect much, but there's nothing to give me the creeps. There's nothing that made me go, oh gosh, where's the jump scare? There was nothing that just made me feel like something was coming after me. There was none of that from this demo, and this demo basically told me nothing because of that. I mean, take for example, they introduced that there's going to be a crafting system now. That's not in the demo. They showed the three main villains, and they're at the very end of the demo, but they don't really go into details about them. How is the weapon fighting? I have no idea. It's not in the demo. The demo is literally just you walking around and checking things out, and that's about it. And that's not necessarily a bad thing because they did show us in the showcase how some of that stuff works, and they showed us that Chris Redfield's gonna be back, and I'm excited for that. Maybe he can punch a boulder for me again. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Because I like the mansion. I like the environments. Like I said, I do like the setting. This mansion here that you see on the screen is giving me some crazy OG Resident Evil vibes, and I love that. I think that's pretty dang cool. But I just want a little bit more, And then not to mention that the main villains, they're not scary. Like, they're just not. The big vampire lady immediately became a meme because she's not scary in the slightest. I don't feel any fear from them like I have from previous Resident Evil enemies. And then there's a few other things that worry me as well. For example, the Deluxe Edition of this game, because obviously, you can order the regular game, a Deluxe Edition, a Collector's Edition, whatever you want, but in the Deluxe Edition, you get the hardest difficulty, which has me scratching my head. Why is it that I have to buy the Deluxe Edition to be able to play this game in its hardest form? Now, they might allow you to be able to play the hardest difficulty after you beat the game, but at the same time, why would you even offer that in the Deluxe Edition and allow them to play it immediately if you can unlock it in the game later? And that's just annoying for me. I feel like everybody should be able to play the game on the hardest difficulty without having to spend an extra $10. It kind of reminds me, not nearly to this extent, but it reminds me just a little bit of when Capcom withheld, for all the Dead Rising 4 fans out there, they withheld the actual true ending of the game. You had to buy the season pass to be able to see the true ending and what actually happened to Frank West. That was a really bad business move, and this kind of feels like it, even though, like I said, it's not nearly as bad, and I'm hoping I'll be able to play this game in its hardest form after I play through it once, but still, that just grinded my gears. It rubbed me the wrong way. And then we have Resident Evil Verse, which is basically, as far as I can tell, Resident Evil characters participating in a Battle Royale-esque type of thing. Oh man, I don't know how else to say this. This looks stupid. This is by far the dumbest looking thing ever. Just no, okay? They did the same thing when they released Resident Evil 3 Remake. They gave us Resident Evil Resistance, and that was really dumb and boring. I only played it for about an hour and then I never touched it again. And this looks to be exactly like that. If you buy Resident Evil Village, you get Resident Evil Verse for free, and I don't care, man. It doesn't look that fun to me. But all of that said, you know, it's only January, the game comes out May 7th, and it could be spectacular. And I hope it is. I genuinely hope it is. I have been really impressed with what Capcom has done with the Resident Evil franchise as of late. I really enjoyed the Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes. Yes, 3 wasn't perfect and had issues, but I still enjoyed it all the same. And then Resident Evil Biohazard, aka 7, that was just awesome. Alright, I was very, very into that game, and that's why I'm still buying this one, because it continues that story of Ethan, and I'm totally in because Ethan is gonna have another really bad day, and I just think that's wonderful. So it could be good. Like I said, there's still several months before this game releases. They could polish it up, they can make it look even better on the next gen, they could do much more with it, and for all we know, all of these concerns I have, once I start playing the game, I will say, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. This game is great. I just hope that is the case, because as of right now, it looks kind of dumb. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be bad, and that doesn't mean it's not going to be scary. These are just my impressions from what I have seen so far. But I would love to know what you guys think. What do you guys think of everything you have seen so far? Are you excited for Resident Evil Village? Do you think it looks kind of dumb as well? Are you going to buy the game on day one, or are you going to wait for the reviews to come out? Let me know, guys, in the comments down below, and as always, thank you for taking the time to listen to some random guy ramble on the internet. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on the next one. I am Bradley Overrated, out like a trout, and have a good day.